Welcome to my channel.
11 Best Iron-Rich Foods. Every time Popeye the Sailor Man wanted to save his lady-love Olive, he gulped down a can of spinach. Not only did this can of spinach made him the knight in shining armor but also gave him iron-laden muscles worth flaunting. We all are aware of the super nutrient iron and how its deficiency can affect our body. The RDA, recommended dietary allowance, of iron consumptiom on a daily basis is 17 mg for men and 21 mg for women. Iron is primarily made up of two proteins, haemoglobin and myoglobin. According to many credited studies, iron deficiency is the most common type of nutritional deficiency we are experiencing, despite the overload of knowledge around us on food. If you are iron deficient, some common signs are fatigue, weakness, dizziness, brittle nails, poor appetite, pale skin and shortness of breath. This can also be termed as iron deficiency anemia. However, it is not low intake of the following foods which are iron-laden, but rather certain factors like low gastric pH, low vitamin C intake, and intake of processed foods, which lower the absorption of iron. There are two kinds of dietary iron, heme and non-heme. Heme iron is the iron you get from animal sources like chicken, beef and seafood. While non-heme iron is the iron you get from non-animal sources, which means vegetables, beans, seeds etc. Following are the 12 iron-rich foods which can help you get rid of deficiency. 1. Seafood. Seafood like fish and shellfish, which include sardines, salmon, mussels, oysters, are loaded sources of omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin D, along with being a significant source of heme iron. However, it is important to remember that overdose of anything can turn dangerous, and sticking to basics of a healthy platter should be followed. 2. Seeds. Oil seeds are full of iron. These include garden cress seeds and Niger seeds. Other than this, seeds such as pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, flax seeds are some common sources of iron. However, these also contain iron inhibitors, which reduce the absorption of iron in them. Therefore, it is good to take them in moderate amounts. Consuming these seeds with vitamin C can help you with better iron absorption. 3. Dried vegetables. Dried vegetables like lotus stem, caranda and sundekai can be used in subs and fresh pickles. These are good sources of iron, and their iron absorption can be increased with the addition of tomatoes, tamarind juice or even lime juice. 4. Leafy vegetables. In the beginning, we have spoken about spinach and its super effect on Popeye. Other than this, cauliflower greens, amaranth, turnip greens can be used for increasing iron intake. Using them with dressings made up of lemon or orange juice will help. 5. Millets. Primarily a non-heme source of iron, millets are great for our vegetarian friends. Including bajra, samai in your everyday preparations can help you curb your iron deficiency. You can include them in a variety of ways, like adding them in your upma, dosa, porridge, sweets and bakri. This will help you get rid of their monotonous taste. 6. Dried fruits and nuts. Almonds, cashew nuts, raisins, dried dates, apricots, black currants, are some extremely rich sources of iron. You can consume these in the middle of your meals. Again, the principle of not overeating these foods implies. 7. Spices, condiments. Our Indian spices and condiments are great sources of non-heme iron as well. Tamarind, cumin seeds, mango powder, and turmeric are some of them. These can make a considerable contribution to your daily iron intake. 8. Organ meats. Organ meats like heart and liver of the animal are extremely rich sources of heme iron. This is because these organs store the maximum amount of heme iron. 30-50 grams of liver or heart of an animal like beef, chicken, goat, pork or sheep can provide 25–30% of the recommended iron allowance on a daily basis. But, it is important to remember that these organ meats are also rich in cholesterol and can seriously affect a heart patient. If you are a heart patient, it is better to go for non-heme sources. 9. Dark chocolate. Yes, you read that right. Dark chocolate, which is pure in nature, is another iron-rich food you can add to your list. However, consuming high-quality dark chocolate like gulped is a better option to go for, if you need to consume for iron consumption. 10. Poultry. In every 100 grams of poultry, like chicken, eggs, milk, you get 1.6 milligrams of iron. Therefore, it is safe that poultry is a good source of iron. The richest source of iron out of poultry is chicken breast. 11. Beans. Beans are an extremely rich source of minerals, and including them in your diet can help you manage your iron deficiency well. Amongst these, soybeans are the best and the most significant sources of iron. These can be roasted, soaked, in fermented form, and can make you efficiently meet your iron requirement. Other than this, chickpeas, cowpeas, green gram along with vitamin C are also great for iron consumption.